Good evening, good afternoon, everybody, wherever you're tuning in from. Speaking of which, let me know where you're tuning in from in the live chat. We're going to get started here in about 1 minute. We'll give it another minute or so for people to jump on, but it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining. CDC did beat, yep. It's looking really good. So we'll dive into the earnings. We'll do some analysis as well. Smash the like, share the video with anybody that can jump on last minute. We'll get started here in about 45 seconds. See, we have a ton of people joining the live stream here at the moment. Welcome, welcome. Smash the like. I would appreciate it. Share the video with anybody that can jump on last minute. It's been a hell of a day. It's been actually a hell of a few days, but sixth video here today and obviously a live stream. So we're going to get started here in a couple minutes, or sorry, a couple seconds. So just sit tight. All right, welcome to the live stream, everybody. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community out there. Today is Wednesday, August 9th. This is my sixth video today. We're going to be doing a live stream format, and we'll do some time for some questions and answers. We'll interact with the community in the live chat. Let me know what you think of these earnings. Did anybody expect this? Because they absolutely crushed their Q1 2024 earnings. So we're going to review those. We're going to look at the chart. We'll do some technical analysis, and then we'll do some fundamental analysis with the earnings. But they did beat in terms of revenue and EPS. So before we get started, make sure to go over to X, formerly Twitter. So still so weird to even call it X, but they even changed tweet to post now and repost, which is pretty crazy. Actually, it still says retweet there. So they're getting rid of tweet and they're putting post, repost, and they're rebranding as X. And Elon don't care because he has so many followers in himself, and half the world, 1 billion or 2 billion people are following him on the regular. So it's not like he's going to have any time getting the word out. So everybody knows it redirects to x.com if you put in twitter.com anyway. So at the moment, go follow us over on X at Group Pow. It's not Pow Group, it's at Group Pow on X. And let me know what you think of the earnings in the comments. But yeah, got about 50 followers over the last day or so. It's amazing what happens when you just put some effort into mentioning it. But I'm going to be boycotting Facebook. I absolutely hate the platform right now. 80 to 90% of my posts are MJ related, so they always ban my account for like weeks or months on end, and I can't communicate with anybody. So it's not only that, it blocks me out of groups that it's outside of MJ that have to do with my like Airbnb that are like super important, So anyways, I won't be doing any of that anymore. So I'll be posting all the real-time updates here. And I also post them here on the community tab. So if you go here, this is where I post a lot of the raw footage because it doesn't get censored. If you put any kind of pricing and things like that, and then pictures of flour, that's what Facebook really doesn't like. So I always use this for the most raw form, and then I'll be using X as well. So make sure to go follow us at Group Pow. I would appreciate it. But we're going to jump into Canopy Growth, reporting first quarter fiscal year 2024 financial results. This was my sixth video on earnings. I did one on Kronos, TrueLeaf, Green Thumb, Village Farm, and CureLeaf today, and then Canopy coming at you live here now. Yeah, the earnings were just firing on all cylinders today, and for the most part, we're starting to see strength in LPs. What did I say in this video? If we go back to my MSOS video, it may get worse before it gets better, and I mentioned in this video that it actually looks like Canadian MJ is stronger than American MJ. And that's kind of what we want to see, right? Because Canadian MJ was weak for the longest time, and then American MJ was strong. Then we went into a bear market after US MJ exploded. And then now the LPs are stronger looking as we're looking for a bottom in the market. So because there's more dollar volume in the LPs and they're listed on NASDAQ and NYSE, these US major exchanges, I think that's a good thing that we're seeing the LPs show strength. So all you MSO maximalists, the MSO gang, which I love MSOs. I have a ton of MSOs in my portfolio. I love all MJ companies because I'm in love with MJ, right? And medicine of the future. So I don't care. I'm not a maximalist of anything. I want all boats to rise. And obviously there's going to be winners and losers both sides of the border and across the pond and globally, right? So it's about being real, and I'm a realist, and I tell it how it is, and we seek the truth on this channel. That's all it is. We don't care about being right or wrong. It's just the truth, right? We don't care. There is no right or wrong here. It's the truth. And if we don't know the truth, we work together as a community to figure it out, right? It was just like the video. So I posted a video that Hexo's earnings weren't in the quarterly revenue. I did get confirmation from Charlie Bowman, CEO, that Hexo wasn't included in there. But for anybody that thinks that it was the advisory fee. So yes, there was a ton of quarterly revenue from that advisory fee, and that will be offset because they won't get that advisory fee next time or the quarter after that or the quarter after that. So what's going to happen is they're going to have Hexo operations and revenue on the books next quarter, on next financial reports, but it should offset because of there's no advisory fee. And then over the next few quarters, we'll get a really good idea of what that juggernaut's all about. But make sure to check out the community page as well. We'll jump into the financial results. So they did beat. They had, let me just bring it up. I'll just bring it up real quickly. I wrote it down in the PAL group community. So Canopy Growth, huge beat in terms of revenue, 108.7 million Canadian versus 90.38 million estimate. So they beat it by 18 million Canadian, and net loss for the quarter was 41.9 million. Not too bad. Still losing money, but 41 when you're as big as Canopy. Speaking of, how big is Canopy? Canopy, Yahoo Finance. I want to look at WEED. 437 million. Wow. What was the old Canopy Growth market cap? Let's see the highest that it was. It's going to be a bit of a longer stream today too. We'll have a little bit of fun in this one. But wow, 17 billion. It was at 17 billion market cap, and right now it's at 437 million. That's like Justin Bieber buying the NFT and now being down like 99%. We buy that Bored Ape or something, and now it's down like 99%. So yeah, doesn't matter if you're Justin Bieber or Canopy Growth. Apparently, you can still lose a crap ton of your company's value and market share because wow, that's quite the drop. 19 billion to 437 million. And then if you look at TLRY now, the de facto leader clearly 2.632 billion. And it just reported almost $250 million in Canadian revenue for the quarter. Soon it'll be $500 million. Soon it'll be $1 billion. It'll be into Budweiser territory at that point, right? Bringing in like 10 billion a quarter. It's pretty hard to fathom. And we're not even legal in the US yet. Wow. So yeah, we missed in terms of, or we were negative in terms of EPS, but we had a huge beat. So they were forecasting negative I'll just bring it up here, negative 0.1983, and the actual is negative 0.07. So they had a huge beat there. And then, actually, wait. Yeah, that's correct. And then revenue, 90.3 million, and it came in at 108.7. So we'll just scroll down here and then we'll go through the details. 108.7 reported net revenue, and then net loss 41.9 million, EBITDA negative 57.8 million, free cash flow negative 150.7 million. So if we take obviously it's a net loss, so there's going to be a negative earnings per share, but it was a narrower loss than what most had expected. So if we go down here to the details, see here, net revenue 108.7. And then if we scroll down to the actual reporting section, you'll see, oh, sir, where is it? My eyes are starting to go on me here today. There we go. Basic and diluted loss per share in brackets, which means negative 0.07. So they were expecting negative 0.1983. So huge beat there. And then, like I said, the revenue came in with a huge beat as well. So this should definitely be up tomorrow, I would think. If it's not, it's going to be something wrong. But 108.7, it might be, if it's not up, it's going to be because the broader market, the S&P 500 is weak, and or like some bad news comes out or something like that. or guidance. Maybe we'll go through this. I haven't really had time to go through it, but yeah, we'll go through it together. But yeah, 108.7 versus 90.38. So this thing, in theory, should be up at least 10 to 15%. I would think, maybe more tomorrow, but more than likely 10 to 15%. So we'll go through this here. So as I mentioned, everything's in Canadian dollars, and this is for the first quarter of 2024 and for the period ending June 30th, 2023. Highlights: all business segments of the company delivered sequential revenue growth in Q1 2024 compared to Q4 2023. Achieved cost reduction of $47 million in Q1 2024, bringing total cost reductions to $172 million since the beginning of last year. Consistent supply and strong demand for high-quality flower elevated the Tweed brand to the number 8th rank within the total flower segment of the Canadian adult use MJ market in Q1 2024, moving up 19 paces year over year, which is weird. I was just thinking that I was in the store like 2 days ago, and I saw some Tweed products, and I was like, does anybody even buy that anymore? And apparently it's number 8. So guess the answer to my question is yes. Canadian MJ businesses continued its transformation to simplified asset-light model in Q1 2024, building on the divestiture of national retail operations, closure of 8 cultivation facilities to focus on 2 purpose-built cultivation sites, and outsourcing of vape, beverage, and edible production to independent third-party contract manufacturing organizations, CMOs. The company continued to focus on simplifying its business and reducing cash burn. Currently, we're reviewing strategic operations for BioSteel Sports Nutrition Inc., BioSteel, including a potential sale of the business in order to remove the cash burden to Canopy Growth as quickly as possible. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Stock might not be up now. See, details matter. Wow, I love BioSteel, and that was like one of, like, why don't they have CBD in BioSteel? This is so stupid. Like, if I was running this company, why would they not have? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that would be a money maker. You would like instantly sell out of the BioSteel if it had CBD in it, and if you added THC into it, like, holy. But no telling. But CBD, I mean, THC not really, because you can't really. It's not as easy to sell, right? But I don't know. This is strange. Like, they were selling Coors Molson Coors and Hexa were doing the CBD cocktails, and I bought it in a liquor store. So why the hell can't BioSteel and Canopy do it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe BioSteel is blocking it or something, but either way, that sucks. Speaking of which, let's check after hours. Yeah, we're down. So exactly what I thought. We were up a bit, and then I think this is going to supersede the good numbers. So we're getting rid of BioSteel, and that was like one of the partners, official partner of the NHL and the NHL Players Association. Like, that was one of my, I buy their drinks all the time. That's, unless they don't sell it, and nothing happens until it happens. But they said including a potential sale of business. So it doesn't mean, yes, we're removing it. But entities that are expected to be acquired by Canopy USA continue to demonstrate momentum, and Canopy Growth continues to work with regulators to advance its novel structure. So just a holdings company, basically. I don't think it's novel. It's novel to the MJ space, but like this has been going on for decades, and shell companies and offshore, no, it's not novel. It's for MJ. It is. This is all planned. Our performance in the first quarter of fiscal 2024 validates the difficult but transformative changes we have over the last 12 months. Canopy Growth's business demonstrated stability, consistency, and signs of positive momentum while realizing a substantial reduction in expenses across the enterprise. Our asset-light approach is enabling the agile execution of business initiatives, allowing us to move faster and be more responsive to consumers, said David Klein, CEO. With sustained momentum in our core businesses and our cost reduction program, we believe we are on path to achieving positive adjusted EBITDA across all of our businesses except BioSteel existing fiscal 2024. So again, they were already saying that they're looking to get at the cost burden, right? The decisive actions we took over the past year are driving significant reduction to ongoing costs across our operations. We also remain focused on opportunities to strengthen our financial position through further reducing cash burn, monetizing non-core assets, and reducing debt. Judy Hong, CFO. So we'll go through. Yeah, I mean, you guys and gals can look at the gross margins and everything, but we pretty much went over everything. The EBITDA, we went over the loss, we went over the estimates. So the company will host a conference call and audio webcast with David Klein, CEO, and Judy Hong, CFO, at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on August 9th. So I wasn't able to join that, but I don't really care, to be honest with you. I already know what I know, and there's nothing new, I don't think, in that call. But if anybody was on it and there was anything new in that call, I think we pretty much seen it. I guess I would have liked to hear it for BioSteel, so I might go back and listen to it. But I'm not a huge investor in Canopy Growth, to be honest. I brought up my my MJ portfolio, and Canopy is a very low portion of that, just because there's no clear path, right? We don't know when the company is going to achieve profitability. It could be 2025, could be even 2026 or 2027, whereas like Tilray could be break even here in the next year and could be profiting into 2025 and 2026. So Canopy will just barely be breaking even. We should see like names like Tilray, right? That's why Tilray is such a huge portion of my, but I do own Canopy to be fully transparent, but it's just a very, very low amount. And obviously this isn't financial advice, but everybody can check out this full article on their own time. I'll definitely be going through it again, and I may listen to the conference call. More than likely will. But huge beat in terms of, if you're looking at the CGC numbers, the US dollar denomination, 68.54 million was the estimate, and negative 0.1505 for EPS. See if they updated it. Nope, I'm faster. And no, still not updated there yet either. So after hours, 46. So we're hovering just below where we closed. But again, we were up slightly. But then after I read, I assume a lot of people were seeing this as well, the BioSteel portion, and then kind of reacting to that. And now we're probably flat or slightly down into tomorrow, but depending on the sector, if the sector's green, S&P 500 seeing some nice movement to the upside, then we should in theory see CGC go up. I would think at least 5-10% now with the numbers, but this wild card with BioSteel, that'll be really I think a lot of people are going to be moved by that, because like I said, a lot of people were looking at like Connor McDavid holding the commercials and stuff like that with BioSteel, and it's pretty exciting. But I just don't know why they didn't act on CBD drinks or something earlier. Like there's something that, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they're too big to fail and they don't care, and they're just trying to knock this thing down as low as they can so they can buy as many shares as possible and then rip it to all-time highs again. Just the absolute shank of retail, which wouldn't be unheard of. But from the 52-week high, we are now down over 99%. From the all-time high, we are down 99%. So, and then from today, from the all-time high, you're down roughly 99%. So no matter how you shake it, this thing is a buy all day long. No financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. I'll never tell you to buy, sell, or hold. But it's a buy for me all day long, because look at that volume too on the monthly. That is massive. That is the most climax of a volume climax we could ever expect. Sometimes it can end the bad way, where this could be the final liquidation event. It's like the last sale before the company closes kind of thing. But no, I don't think it's company closed. Do you think it's company closes? Everybody on the live stream, after they just crushed their revenue estimates, their EPS looks to be going the other way, and they have so many assets, right? They said they're looking to sell BioSteel. They have stores in Bickle. They have so many other assets they could sell for hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, the company's not going anywhere anytime soon. It might continue to struggle for a bit, but in my opinion, again, and if you know nothing about technical analysis, if you put RSI indicator into your go to TradingView indicator, relative strength index, anything over 70 is considered overbought and overvalued, and then anything undervalued is 30 and below, and then oversold. So if you didn't know nothing about technical analysis, just go to the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame, and I don't care who you talk to. If they say technical analysis doesn't work, they're insane. I'm showing you right now, it works. It was overbought and we were up here. So if you would have sold when we were there, you would have saved yourself 98% of downside. And then if you bought when we were close to here, when we were almost down, right, you would have caught the bottom there and you would have made 500-600%. Then we started to go the other way. We lost those higher lows there. And then a new lower low. So even if you just exited right when that broke, right, when would that have been? That'd have been right here-ish. So yeah, you would have saved yourself like another 80-some%, right? So it's all about just looking at where the trend is going. And we had that bear cross of the EMAs. We got above it. We had a bull cross. See, when the shorter term's above the longer term. I like the EMA 12 and 26 the best. And then because I'm more of a long-term swing trader and investor, So you see when they cross, that's a momentum shift, right? And then they crossed here bullish, and then we saw tons of upside. Shorter term, the yellow line was above the white line, the longer term. When they cross, that's a bear cross, and we went down 85%. Then they crossed bullish again. So if you just entered here in the anticipation, and what could happen here? Anticipation. So we're at that anticipation phase. Does it mean it's going to cross? No, but would you be willing to take a bet when we're close to monthly oversold and potentially seeing those cross, right? And then if we take a look at TLRY, it's trending back to its EMA 12. And look, it's been rock solid resistance. If you short it right near that line, you win every time. And now we're probably due for some consolidation. But one of these times, it's just going to out of there, because that's just how these things work, right? Technical analysis and the way these moves happen is hard and quick. And when we're this beaten down, and then Tilray back testing its, we bring up Cura back testing its 12 monthly moving average as well. I think SNDL is getting close. Yeah, get close. And then, yeah, we should see CGC trend back to that EMA as well. And then even if we go to the weekly EMAs, which we have way more data, right? Like bull cross, bear cross. So how many bear crosses have happened in the time it's been on the NASDAQ? We can look at it. 1, 2, 3. So it's only happened 3 times. How many bull crosses have happened? 1, 2, 3, 3. So now we're looking for the 4th one. And then what's the most likely scenario next? The shorter term, the yellow's below the white. So what do you think is going to probably happen? We're probably going to go up, if I had to guess. And if we take a look at the swing high, oh, wow. Okay. Let's get rid of some lines. Whoops. So you take the fib tool, go from the high to the low. And that was a massive monthly bear flag, right? Like, who would have thought we were going to confirm a monthly bear flag? Anything under $22 was a bear flag. And then if we take the measured move to where that would be, it said we were going like to 76 cents. And here we are down at 36 cents. So the bear flag was correct, right? And then here was the flag here, right? Whoops. Grab the wrong one. And then flag was right there, right? But if we take a look at our next move, if we enter a new bull market and we see new price discovery, you can use your fib extension tool to tell you where the most likely scenario based on just mathematics. And this is found in music. Technical analysis, tons of things. You can just Google it, right? Fibonacci. But these levels, it's saying that the next time we enter a new bull market and price discovery doesn't mean that the next time we enter a bull market means we're going to all-time highs. We could see, a move from like 36 cents all the way up to like $10 or $20, and then see massive bear market. And then on the next one, right, it'd be an Elliott wave type structure, right? And then you can go here and you can grab your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be something like maybe like 1, 2, 3, and then, something like that, right? But doesn't mean it's going to happen. But again, monthly oversold. But in the new bull market, if this thing, swims and doesn't sink long term, it's saying if we hit the 2.618, we could hit the 141. If we hit the 3.618, we could hit $194 per share. And then if we bring up something like SPY, right? SPY has hit its extension as well, right? So look at the fib extension here on the S&P 500 from the high to the low of the bear market. It was saying in the next bull market we could hit 462, and then SPY hit a high of 467. So we're just it's found in everything, right? You can find it in Bitcoin as well. If you bring up the Bitcoin USD chart, actually let's bring it up over here because I have it on this chart. There's multiple exchanges, so I didn't have it on that exchange, but whoops, I guess I don't have it on that one either. Give me one sec. So if we take a look at the high of the last bull market, you go from swing high to swing low, and it's saying we could hit in the next bull market, right? This is kind of like me talking about MJ now, right? This is me like showing you the CGC chart and fib tools. So what do you think everybody thought here? Like that was huge. Look at that dump on Bitcoin, right? And this is just found in everything. And it dropped 85%. And then some altcoins dropped like 99%, right? Same thing. The more risky ones, some get hurt more than others, right? Like GTII in the MJ space is only down around the same, maybe around 85%, right? So some names hold up better, but obviously the whole sector moves together. Same with MJ, same with tech, right? Same with everything. But yeah, Bitcoin, you draw it from the high to the low, and then everybody thought here when it went from 18, 20,000 down to 3,000, everybody thought it was going to zero and it was the end of Bitcoin, and then it went from 3,000 to 70,000. If you bring the fib tool from the low to the high, it's saying the 4.618, which is a common target, or the 3.618, which is a common target. You can see this 3.618 hit. It was saying 63,000. We hit 69,000, just under 70,000, right? So it always seems impossible until it happens. And then we can take like a name like, I don't know, let's take Tilray. See where Tilray would be. So if we go from we'll remove those drawings as well. High to the low of this, because that's where the trend started, right? High, low, lower high, monthly downtrend. If you would have exited there on the downtrend on the monthly confirming at $13, you would have saved yourself all the way down to 1. And then we had a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, broke the monthly downtrend, but no higher low and higher high. And then downtrend continuation, big bull trap. And here's more than likely the bottom, right? So if we take a look at the next move for Tilray, it's saying we could go as high as $233 or $169 in the next bull market, but it's not going to happen overnight. Look how long this took for Bitcoin to do it, from the low of the bear market to where it went. It took 1,066 days. So that's 35 months, right? Like 3 years. So if it took 3 years, let's go from Tilray to where we'd be, because like MJ and crypto are very, very similar. The amount of like the investors, it's demographic 25 to 55 and predominantly male. So yeah, I know that because that's literally, there's 99.9% of my viewers are male, and they're usually in that age range, right? And that's what I'm interested in, and I'm interested in crypto and MJ, and there's a ton of other people like that as well. But yeah, if we go 1,066 days, was it 35? That would put us into May 2026. So we're probably not going to hit, a new, this probably isn't going to happen where we hit new all-time highs in price discovery. That's probably not going to happen. Well, even on, it wouldn't even be a new all-time high on Tilray. Its all-time high is 300. So if it was at 300 before, it can definitely go there again, right? It always seems impossible until, and look, and the fundamentals sucked. That was just when it IPO'd and there was a frenzy, but like, and a low float, but that could absolutely happen again. Fundamentals are way better now. CGC fundamentals are improving. I'm liking what I'm seeing in the whole space. And like I said, the fact that Canadian MJ was the most bearish of them all when MJ started the bear market. Now that it's most bullish, and we're this close, we're down 99%. How much lower could we go? Like I'm very confident in saying that we're going to get a catalyst here soon. We're going to get probably HHS reviewing it to Schedule 3. That would remove 280E tax burden. Safe would be great, safe banking, but that won't remove 280E. It'll allow, you'll be able to spend it with a credit card in the US, and they'll be able to get, depending on the verbiage, they might be able to uplist to the NYSE and the NASDAQ, and depend what they want to do. And it all remains to be seen, but I think we're going to get a combination of two of those: legalization of medical in the US over the next couple of years, and then Germany set to launch as well. I did a post on that in my last video, but you can see here, top German official expects federal cabinet to approve MJ legalization bill next week. So it's looking juicy. But CGC, and it's heating up here it's very close to passing the 10-week moving average at 49 cents. And you can see here it's just been rejecting ever since we came from way higher prices. And we have a bull cross on the stochastic and the MACD. Look at Tilray's stochastic and MACD. When the black was below the red and they crossed, that's a bull cross, and look at the massive upside that came. And then the 10-week moving average is just starting to curl here. You can see it's like forming like a bowl here, right? It's looking really good. Look at the volume as well. This is what we want to see. CGC could be next, as well as the rest of the Canadian sector. I wouldn't be surprised if we got news as well. The Canadian government's reviewing the MJ Act in Canada. Can't lose sight of the fact of that. Like, we're so early, it's not even funny. And then if we start to finally get out of this funk here, we could see the 50 weekly retest there at around $2. That isn't going to happen overnight. That's going to be multiple weeks, if not months. And then again, golden cross, death cross, almost a golden cross. Whole sector just continued to bleed out, and here we are down. Look at that. So we're probably going to gravitate back to the 200-day moving average eventually, right? Just like we normally do. And that would put us around $1.90, which is up with the 50 weekly there at $2. So I'm thinking we could see an explosive move here into the fall and winter. And then, like I said, sometime into 2026, this might happen, right? Where we start entering a new bull market. And that makes sense, right? Because I think we're going to outperform the broader market as well. I think crypto will enter a bear market, tech stocks in the broader market. And I think MJ will see temporary downfall, but ultimately it's going to be a massive, massive winner over the next couple of years. And, who knows? Maybe we get full-blown legalization. It could happen. We got an election coming up in 2024 here at the end of next year. Imagine after that they legalize pot and catch everybody off guard. Oh man, they use it as an advantage to take control of by then crypto and tech is in a bear market, and then they use it as a way to gain votes or something like that, right? Who knows? It could happen. But I'm here for whatever happens. I'm here to dollar cost average if we continue to dip. And a lot of people are wishing they bought the dip on a lot of names. So CGC is one of those names where we're still down 99%. If you're looking for a position, not a buying and sell, I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm just saying, what better time than to being down 99% when the rest of the sector is looking for massive, massive upside technically and fundamentally. Everything is looking amazing. What better time to put like $1,000 or $5,000, right? No financial advice, but the most you can lose is $1,000 to $5,000. And if this thing goes from just the current levels to where it was, then you're looking at $1,000. Every $1,000 you invest could turn into $13,000, right? So this can be life-changing wealth if we just hit 2 or 3 companies that are going to be here in 3, 5, right, 10 plus years from now. But it's going to be multiple months before we see a golden cross again, because we're so far away, right? Unless we get some massive news and it's just like I said, hard and fast pop, which isn't out of the realm of possibility. But again, $17 billion company market cap now turned into 400 and some. We have Tilray at 2.63 billion, so that is obviously now the leader, and that's Canadian, right? Yeah, that was on the TO. Yeah. So if we look at Canopy, 437 million, pretty crazy. All right, jumping into the chat. Still got, wow, we've got almost 50 people on the live stream. So glad everybody could make it. Party time, Rod on fire today. Yeah, I've been pumping it out. Gonna have a drink of water here too. As we speak, market not reacting, maybe later. Yeah, again, I think it's the BioSteel part where they said they might sell that. I think a lot of people are going to be peed at that. I hate Facebook as well. Yeah, VFF, that was a clear trade. If you guys and gals are looking for a massive, massive swing opportunity, VFF is like probably just a public service announcement. Look, it's starting the monthly bounce, and it hasn't bounced on the monthly time frame, meaning every single candle was a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? What happens normally when we have a massive crash? Massive bounce, massive crash, massive bounce, higher low, higher high, uptrend, lower high, lower low, downtrend, massive crash. And look, barely any resistance. Like realistically, we have no resistance until $1.42, and then after that, 309. Like there's literally nothing on, and then look, MACD and stochastic turning bullish, getting over that 10-week moving average, looking really, really good. Following Tilray. And then look, nothing till 127 and then 321. And then we're testing the 100-day moving average now at 70. I think we'll probably get through that fairly easily, and we'll be up around $1, the 200-day moving average at 111. And then we have no daily moving averages and then a golden cross forming as well. So this is looking, again, this could be one of the best trades of the year here, with us starting the monthly bounce the first time really since back here, which is 336 days, so a year ago. About a year ago. We're starting the monthly bounce, even to EMA 12, that's a 110% trade, and then to EMA 26, basically was the next resistance, is a 356-ish percent trade. And you could even do a stop loss. You could set your stop under 50 cents. Like it'd be a no-brainer. Risk 20 cents to make like $2 or $3. like potential, right? Like how much percent would that? If you entered right now, well, obviously if you would have got it, if we would have got it here on this monthly inside bar bull break, that would have been the time, in my opinion. And then you could have got it at 56 cents, set your stop just below 50 cents, so risk 6 cents. But even now, it's still a pretty good opportunity. Even if you entered it now and set your stop just below the bottom, you're risking like 20% to make 100 to 300 and some, right? So again, if you put in $1,000 and you're like, okay, I'm okay with losing $1,000. If it goes to zero, it's not going to go to zero. It might go to like 700 or 800 or 500 or 200, but it's not going to zero unless the company dies, which likely probably isn't going to happen. But, you're risking 20% to make, like I said, about 100 to 350%. So that's what trading is all about, right? Is getting into these high potential reward to very, very low risk. And doing so with $1,000 isn't even that big of a deal, but it could be, you could make $3,000, right? In a month or two, like depending on how quickly we get there. It's more than what some people make in 2 months, right? Working a job. So, but yeah, 46 cents still. Are they considering selling BioSteel? Yeah, I think that was a late comment, but yeah, they said potential sale of the business. So it doesn't say we're selling, it says potential sale. Could be another way to just get Wall Street to, hey, just pretend like you're selling that business there, and let's get retail we know retail loves BioSteel. And we'll take their shares and then we'll just be like, psych, just kidding. No, I'm way too jaded by the market. I don't trust any of these financial Wall Street hedge fund institutional investors. They're all demonic, in my opinion. But we'll beat them at their own game. WTF. So no short squeeze tomorrow. Don't think so, no. I think the wild card's going to be that BioSteel, unless we get news and the S&P 500 is up like crazy and the rest of the sector. But I don't see it. It's a great report. Run tomorrow, and TerraSand reports tomorrow too. Sweet. 607 just went down. Yeah. Who else reports? Is there anybody big that reported? Or that reports? Like I said, I just did a video. If you guys and gals haven't seen it, it's Cureleaf, VFF, Green Thumb, TrueLeaf, Kronos, all done today, and then obviously doing the CGC one now. But I just wanted to see on the earnings list that I had jotted down. Nope, not seeing anything else. Alibaba tomorrow, but that's pretty much the only notable one, like from an outside MJ perspective. But not expecting that to do anything to the market. I'm going to start wrapping it up though. But it's been a hell of a week, and like I said, it's going to be some fun times ahead, I think. Just looking at, let's look at HM. We also had a POW algorithm buy alert go off on HMMJ. And you can see here it's starting to follow Tilray. Looks like Tilray almost. Look. See the MACD and the stochastic? The price just hasn't gone yet. So the price is lagging, but the indicators are starting to go. But the price hasn't moved up as much as Tilray yet. It's usually once the leaders start going, then the rest follow. And this includes the rest, right? It includes Tilray and the rest. So the reason why it's moving is because of Tilray, but we haven't seen the rest yet, which I think the laggards will come soon. That's why I think VFF is going to be a monster trade. I might buy some tomorrow. HMMJ, yeah, looking really, really good. But MSOS, look, still a turd. Still at the low of the week. Well below the 10-week moving average. Look, it's the opposite. The black is below the red, and it just crossed bearish, and we could even see a MACD bear cross. Oh, and what was the news that came out today? Let me just bring up the POW Group community. It came in here. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. Here it is. TrueLeaf MJ alleges ex-CFO wrongly expensed more than $350,000. Florida-based MJ multi-state operator TrueLeaf is evaluating its options after discovering the company's former chief financial officer allegedly sought reimbursements for personal expenses and used the MSO's corporate credit card inappropriately, racking up as much as $400,000 in personal expenses. Does that sound like a great company to you, everybody, who's an MSO maximalist? Or no, I think I trust Tilray a lot more. I think I trust even Canopy a lot more than this. Like, come on, give me a freaking break. Like, again, that's why I never really understood why, because, like, we don't really know what these companies are really doing. And they're in the U.S., and they're not really, like, there's no federal legalization there yet. There's no clear framework. And, most people are buying these companies' stocks, and they haven't tried their products. They haven't, they're just looking at what the analysts are saying and what the sheer numbers are saying on the surface. But it's like, and then Trulieve is what's her husband in the RICO case, and like connected to like the mob potentially. Like, I don't know. It always said sketch to me. And like, there's not that much dollar volume trading in it. Like, how much dollar volume traded today on the OTC? Because there'd be more on the OTC. Let's look at the daily volume today. Like, what the? Oh, okay. I was going to say something's really going on. Truly, let's type it in, TCNF. There we go. So 426, we'll say 427. I don't even care for the change. 427,000 shares. So 427,000 shares, and then we'll use the high of the day today. Obviously, not every share was traded at the high of the day, but just to prove a point, the high of the day was 426. So let's use 426. That's only $1.8 million traded in this piece of crap. And, not that it's a piece of crap, but like, it's kind of a piece of crap when you look at like Tilray. Now let's look at Tilray. So that's the number there. And now we'll do Tilray. And then, or we can do Trulieve on the CSE first, just for fun. What's the 365,000? And then we'll use again the high of the day, which is 583. 2 million. Okay, so there's more now traded on the CSE than the OTC. Well, no, that'd be Canadian dollars. So divide that by like I meant to times it 21 million. Yeah, so like 13 million. Well, no, I put that in wrong. It was 365,000 times high of the day, 583. Yeah, I put in an extra zero times 0.65. So $1.3 million ish traded on the CSE, and then 1.8 million on the OTC. So this name collectively had, so you can do just on those two exchanges, had 1383167, had about $3.5 million. We really know who the leaders are in the space, right? With 3 million, right? So now for just a fun exercise. Now let's do Tilray on both the TSX and the NASDAQ. This should be fun. It should be real fun. Just today. So today, 49 million point. So we'll just say 49. We'll even give it the crap end of the stick here. 49 million shares. And we'll do this. We'll use the low of the day. 49 million. And yeah, we'll use the low of the day today at 276 times 276. That's $135 million, folks, on the low end, right? Okay, now let's do Tilray on the TSX. Shares traded 4.5. Wow, what a difference. So we'll just say 4 million. And then we'll use, again, the low of the day, 370. 14.8. So we take 135. And then that's also Canadian. So we times that by 0.065-ish. That gives you 9.6. So add 9620000. So $144-ish million traded today in Tilray, and 3.2 million traded in around that. I think I added the Canadian in there by accident, but and didn't factor in the conversion. But yeah, It's 3.2 million versus 144 million, right? So we don't know. And then one day, Tilray had, let's scroll out. Let's go back to that one day in what, March? Yeah. 300 and something, was it? You got to scroll in. What's going on here? Oh, we're on the TSX. My bad. Day back in March, 302.8 million. So we'll say 302. 302 in the low of the day was 725. 302 in the lows the day was 725. I said right. So $2.2 billion almost traded in that name in one day, and Trulieve can't even get, like 100 million. This had 2.2 billion, right? Massive, massive, massive. All right. Wrapping it up. Have you looked at Tup? No, is that Tupperware? Yeah, there was some news about that thing. Oh, yeah. I actually didn't. I could care less, but can't be looking at everything. But yeah, almost 10x. Wow. See, that's what happens. This is what's going to probably happen with MJ, right? Low, and then all of a sudden, is it sinking? Is it sinking? Oh, no, it's actually going to swim. And then in no time, because I bet you the bear market was brutal. Yeah. So look at this thing. Jeez. It's like a roller coaster. Like the most extreme roller coaster ever. Emotional roller coaster. But yeah, it was down 98%. And then it went down another leg to 99%. So people lost 99% of their money, 100 grand into 1,000, right? And then here we are in no time, up almost 10x in how many days? So we were at 61 cents to the high there, which is 870%, and it took 13 days. So $1,000 into almost $10,000 in like 13 days, like 2 weeks. And look, that's usually how it happens, right? When you're down 99%. So I would probably argue that CGC and Tilray, there's probably just going to be, looking daily EMA 12 and 26 bull cross hasn't happened since February of this year. Maybe we'll get let's just go back actually. Let's put in TUP. Let's take that fractal and see where we would be at just for some fun. You can go over and grab the bar pattern. So if we grab this to the low there, copy, bring it on over. Oops. CGC. Be more like this low here, I would think. Yeah, it says we could go to like $2 or $3. But if we did it from like today, that'd bring us to like 350. Imagine we did that to like from now to like the end of August. That'd be awesome. Could this happen? You never know. Actually, let's see what we can plus top. Whoops. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah. There you go. And it kind of looks similar. Holy crap. Look at that. Like the whole rise up and then down. What the hell is the correlation between Canopy Growth and Tupperware? I don't know. Anybody know? But this is crazy. Take a screenshot. I'm going to screenshot that and tweet it. I mean exit. I mean post it on X. What do Canopy Growth and Tupperware have in common? And make sure to follow us over at Group Pow. That's hilarious. Anyways, you guys saw that live, but isn't that... What the hell? Look, even back here. And then massive run together. They fall down like the same. And look, they're both starting to reverse again at the same time. Thank you so much, Augustine, for showing me this. Because this is kind of crazy, actually. What is the correlation? What does everyone think it could be? Like, what does Tupperware have to do? And what was the recent news? Tupperware stock tup news. Yeah, I forget what it was. I saw it somewhere, but why? Tupperware markets Monday, pulling back ending Friday's session 35.5%. Tupperware was fueled by debt restructuring agreement announced after market close Thursday. Going concern warning. Sounds a lot like MJ. Going concern warning. Going concern. And then will improve the company's overall financial position, credit obligations, and extending maturity of current debt facilities. Sounds like an MJ as well. Turnaround efforts. Tupperware. What's the market cap? Tupperware Yahoo Finance. This is on NYSE, so market cap 188 million. Check out the profile here. When I notice. Yeah. What the hell do these have in common? This is crazy. Yeah, this is wild. So, we could be gearing up for a massive move here, folks. Tupperware told us. Oh, I never thought in a million years I would say that. So, yeah. It's saying we could go to like... saying we could go high. High. This is insane. Like, it's the same frickin' chart. Huh. CBD and THC and Tupperware is the correlation. Yeah, maybe they're gonna like create this new technology, hemp-made Tupperware or something. I don't know. That's pretty crazy though. The correlate. Let's look at it like the monthly time frame. I was gonna end the stream way earlier, but this is too awesome. It's like all skewed. You gotta like move in, but yeah, like it's easier to see it on the daily time frame, but you can see here. Imagine. It's saying we could go to like $5. Well, that'd be awesome. Is it going to happen in a couple days? Who knows? We do have a slight bullish RSI divergence here. Higher lows and higher highs, and then lower highs, lower lows on the price action. Not that clear though, but definitely showing signs of exhaustion, and could see that EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. On the weekly time frame, look how close it is, right? Because we saw it here, the bear cross, and it hasn't crossed bullish since. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing shot back up. And look, we have no real resistance until 322 and then 477. And Tupperware fractals telling us we're going to 554. But off the floor, let's say it was the floor, it's saying we're going to 530. Oh my God, I'd be righteous. That's weird AF. Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I don't even get it, but anyways, wondered why I had the urge to show my Tupperware. Well, I like it. Thanks for sharing. All right, pretty insane way to end the stream. Take a look one more. Oh, we're back even, 47. All right, gonna wrap it up. This will definitely be my last video for the day. But gonna wrap it up. Hope you have a fantastic evening. Thanks for sharing there. The Tupperware chart and correlation, that was an interesting thing to look at. I can't even believe I found that, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym, gonna go to the sauna, gonna relax, and then I got a meeting with my condo board here in like an hour and 30 minutes or something like that. So have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining the live stream as always. It's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, the best MJ community that is on the planet. And hope you have a great night. Smash the like, share the video, and make sure to tell everybody about Tupperware. Wild. All right, have a great night.